Hey everyone, how are y'all? Merry Christmas. Yes, y'all make sure to hit the thumbs up on your way in. If you have not done so already. Glowbug, Merry Christmas to you, and how are you tonight? Y'all give it a second. I don't know what's up with the Nightbot. I guess he thinks he could Slack tonight. Alright, email's pinned to the top of the chat if anyone needs it. Cool Gamer, how are you? And Merry Christmas. And y'all don't forget to put your chat on live chat just so that way you can see all of the comments. So, how was everyone's Christmas? Glowbug, you doing all right tonight? Christmas was awesome. That's good to hear, Michelle. I am super tired. I was up all night. We cooked all night, half of today. Now, if everybody can just get over the sickness, we'll be doing good. Too fast. How are you? Too fast. So they've eaten like an undercover fat kid. But see, too fast. That's a good thing about Christmas, though. You can eat all you want, and no one can judge. Princess Megan, how are you? And Merry Christmas. Hey, Linda G. Merry Christmas to you. So, did anybody have a white Christmas this year? The Black Widow channel, how are you? We still don't have snow, just cold and rain. Go bug, it's been cooler here today. Like yesterday it was hot, today it was in like the low 50s. Thank God though we didn't have snow this year like that because they were predicting that the South was going to get snow by Christmas. Hopefully, end of January and February it doesn't snow either. Okay, dinner may puff. Well, Princess Megan, I'm glad that you had a good dinner. $30 feels like 10. Scott, where are you at again? Gigi, how are you? Emporia Caves. Scott, exactly where on the map would that be? I know you've probably told me before. I just don't remember. Princess Megan, pretty much me and Troll was up all night cooking and cleaning. Um, ate dinner today, went to sleep for a little while, and then woke up and had family come and eat. And they just left a little while ago. Did y'all play any games? Polka Dot, no, we didn't. Oh, you're saying Kansas, Scott. Okay, I was looking at it as K's. My bad. Hey, Libra Moon, how are you? Okay, so Scott, I've seen where which you're in Kansas, but Nebraska, they had like a blizzard warning the last 2 days. Maybe so, Polka Dots. I mean, we just this family is like one of those that they want to sit around and they talk like about just all kind of different stories and stuff like that, and they're very loud with it as well. 2,000. That's kind of cheap too. 6.99 a pound. We just had a ham. I will say though, the dessert that I was telling y'all about the other night that I had to figure out how to make turned out to be awesome. Memories are forever. And Pokey Dots, that is true. I was upset that my daughter wasn't able to come, but she's been sick the last several days. And when I texted her this morning to check on her, she couldn't even get out of the bed. She was she said basically said she felt like shit. You're like that family, like you're looking from the outside through the window. K-Brass, pretty much. Because my family's not loud like that. Trolls is. But there's so many of them that I guess they've had to do that to try to be. The louder they talk, I guess they think they can over talk each other. It's quite comical, honestly. Thank you, Pokey Dots. I do too. I know she was upset herself that she wasn't going to be able to come, but she sent me a text day before yesterday and said that we were going to have to do uh, Christmas with her at a later date. But it's all this crap that's going around that everybody's getting. That's what she's got, and she's been in the bed for the last several days. Keep rest. Oh, Scott, I'm sorry to hear that, but I do understand it. It's you hate to not be around the older family members, but you don't want them to get sick either. I completely understand that. This crap that's going around, though, it's like it is spread like a wildfire. Musical, hopefully, you don't get, and I don't know if it's going around in Australia or not, but the crap that's going around here in the States is horrible. And Jan, y'all keep Jan's son in your prayers. He's in the hospital, and Jan, we're going to continue to pray for him and that he gets better soon and he's able to be released. It's like everywhere I look, somebody is sick or not feeling well or something's going on. And Jean, you're very welcome. So I thought I would come on tonight, just hang out with y'all for a little while. I was gonna go live last night and we got busy and something else had came up and it was too much. And so I told Troll I was just going to wait and go live tonight, come hang out with y'all for a little while, see how everybody's Christmas went. And Gigi, we're going to continue to pray for your daughter as well. And it's so bad that it's happening around Christmas time, too. And I seen JC in here earlier. I don't know if she made it back home yet or if she's still with her cousins. I know up where she lives at, though, they're getting pounded with snow. The sun is decided that he on December's O's. Hope you guys, that's good news to hear. Yeah, Princess Megan, we were talking about people getting sick. Like all this mess is going around and the flu and just everybody catching it, and it's horrible. I know Michelle's been sick. Jan's son is in the hospital. Avery and them were sick with it a while back. Got sick on Saturday. Well, Princess Megan, I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. Really musical? I haven't. I've had the sore throat and a runny nose and all that this year, but I haven't had it as bad as what most people have. But just from what I've seen, the people's gotten it. It's horrible. Truth Finder, how are you? Princess Megan, you are very welcome. So, Sally Mae, how was your Christmas? I really have a flu and bronchitis. Michelle, I hope you get better soon. Yeah, Princess Megan, drink more water, electrolytes, vitamin C, and all that. All right, so Sally Mae, you didn't give them a hard time today up there, did you? Michelle, you are very welcome. I don't know why, just I keep imagining Sally Mae just acting up on Christmas for some reason, y'all. Hey, Tony, how are you? And Tony, Merry Christmas to you as well. Sunset Gazing, how are you? Merry Christmas to you as well. If you give me the wrong medicine one more time. So, Sally Mae, they done that again? Like, these people are ridiculous. They need to get their system straightened out and not be giving people the wrong medications. So, musical, where you're at, it's already what, like in the afternoon on the 26th? Wouldn't that be it? Hey, Tony, how are you?
Hi everyone, Merry Christmas everyone.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
We're on Boxing Day here, so it's old news.
Oh, really? So, yeah, okay, so where you're at, so 26 also, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, you and musical, and I think
Oh,
there's somebody
my
else that
mute.
comes in here.
Sorry, got an echo. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, no, it's Boxing Day here. Everything's good in the world, America. Everything's good. Nothing happens on Christmas Day. Nothing bad.
Yeah, just everybody around here's been so sick though lately.
They got the flu and the new strain of the old leg wax.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people around here are getting is the flu. And it's like just a horrible strain of it. My daughter couldn't even come spend Christmas with us today because she couldn't even get out of the bed. So Tony, Pokey Dots in chat wants to know what is Boxing Day.
Boxing Day is traditionally in the English-speaking world. Well, I don't know if America has it, but in England and Australia and New Zealand, we have Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. It's called Boxing Day because traditionally people will put things into boxes the day after Christmas to put them into storage or something. I don't know what it's all about, but
So it's sort of like a cleanup after Christmas type
yeah, you
day.
put random stuff you don't use into boxes, and I think that's where it comes from. It's got nothing to do with the heavyweight. The heavyweight card we had on Christmas Eve was amazing.
See, whenever you said Boxing Day, that's what I was thinking, like the sport of boxing.
No, we had a big Boxing Day on Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool though that y'all have a day that that y'all call like that. You know, where everybody just kind of like cleans up because we don't have nothing like that. Usually,
Oh, you don't have that.
no. Usually, like the day after Christmas, all of the Christmas stuff goes on sale. And it's kind of like our Black Friday, like the day after Thanksgiving. All the Christmas sales start. Well, like the day after Christmas, all the Christmas stuff goes on sale. So everybody runs to the stores to try to, get like stuff for next year cheaper.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like if you go to Walmart, there will be like lines and lines of people that are bringing stuff back to Walmart to return it or exchange it or something like that.
What a terrible experience.
Oh, I won't even go to town tomorrow. It's crazy. The traffic's going to be horrible. The stores are going to be horrible. Arv, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, it's horrible here. People around where I live at anyway, they don't take down their trees and Christmas decorations and stuff like that till like the day after New Year's.
Okay.
Yeah, usually they'll start Christmas decorations the day after Thanksgiving, take it down the day after New Year's. And I did notice that like a lot of our Mardi Gras stuff is already out on the shelves in Walmart. And that's not until February.
Yeah, they never miss a chance. I mean, next week the hot cross buns will be in the supermarket.
The what now?
Oh, you don't have that either. For Easter, we have
Uh-huh.
hot cross buns.
Hmm.
These are buns with a cross on them to signify Jesus, the thing that happened to him. And they're
Right.
called hot cross buns. We do that at Easter. They used to come out on the supermarket shelves in March. Now they come out in January.
Yeah, but see, that's the same way it is here. Like Christmas stuff is coming out before Halloween, like in October. And before Halloween, before Thanksgiving, you've already got your Christmas stuff out. It's it's crazy. Uh, Polka Dot said Mardi Gras and Valentine's and swimsuits on sale now. So yeah, they have all of our Mardi Gras stuff is out. Uh, we have that in February. Then we got Valentine's Day in February, and then before probably the first part of February, all the Easter stuff will start coming out. Princess Megan, there are some people who keep their Christmas trees up year round, and with each like holiday, they just decorate it different. Hey, Devil Doll, how are you? What is this King's Day? Is that part of the Mardi Gras thing, Polka Dots? Tina Marie, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you as well. I was trying to look and see what Pokey does was on that King's Day. Devil Doll, I'm doing good, thank you. I want a black tree, celebrate it like Nightmare Before Christmas and keep it out year, maybe next year. Libra Moon, that sounds like a cool idea. A lot of people, like I said, do that. They will, 4th of July, they'll put like all the patriotic stuff on it. Hello, Kitty. How are you? And Merry Christmas to you as well. One of the smoothest Christmases I've had in years. Ours was pretty smooth, but I was just, like I said, I was upset that my daughter wasn't able to be here with us. So, Tony, y'all have like a lot of different holidays than we have. What else y'all have other than like Christmas and Easter? What are
We
like
have
some?
we have an Anzac Day, which is Australian New Zealand Army Corps. That's a celebration of the First World War effort in Gallipoli. I think
Okay.
that's something in April. We have Waitangi Day, which is New Zealand Day, which is like Independence Day for America, I guess.
Hmm.
We have a Labour Day, which is a celebration of the 40-hour week being introduced, which only lasted for about 10 years, but we still celebrate it.
Okay. Which we do have a Labor Day here also.
Okay, it seems a bit weird now to have that, but anyway.
Lucia, Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, we've got like the Labor Day, the Memorial Day, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, 4th of July, which is our Independence Day.
We have Queen's birthday week. Oh, sorry, King's birthday weekend now.
Oh yeah, because y'all are part of the British. Was it the British Empire? Is that what it's called?
Commonwealth. The Commonwealth.
Okay, Commonwealth. Okay.
Yeah. So it's sort of 3 members of the 3 I's or 4 members being the UK, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. They're all part of the Commonwealth.
Well, that's cool.
India, I think, still part of it. Or they're independent, but they're still part of the Commonwealth. We have a Commonwealth Games, which is like the Olympic Games, but only the Commonwealth countries.
Uh-huh.
That's in the 2 years between the Olympic Games.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, y'all won't have the Queen's birthday. Now it'll be the King's birthday.
Yeah, I think it's the 2nd or 1st weekend in June. I don't know when the actual birthday is, but that's when we celebrate it.
Okay, so it don't change like when the Queen was still alive, like y'all did it on her birthday, but now that the King is in there, it won't change to like his.
I don't
birthday?
think so. It was always sort of on the wrong date for the Queen's birthday.
Oh,
And I
okay.
assume next year we'll have the King's birthday, and it will probably be on the same date, wrong date again. But it doesn't. I mean, Jesus' birthday's on the wrong date as well, so it doesn't really matter.
Right. Okay, so musical said I was brought up at a school singing "God Save the Queen" every morning. I might be the last generation to sing it.
That's the English anthem.
It's cool though to hear like the different holidays for the different countries.
We have an anniversary day too, which is for different regions in the country. They have a different day of the year where they celebrate the announcing of that region or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. So y'all kind of have the same thing that we have, just different names and stuff like that, and different dates.
We don't have a Michael Jackson Day.
Wait, do we have a Michael Jackson Day?
You should. He's a treasure.
Yeah, that was the day that he passed away. That was a very sad day in America. Because this we're going to the question that year is going to also be an Olympic year. Guess what? What it was. Yeah, I remember him talking about that the other night, Polka Dots. Let's see. Musical says that some Australian schools keep on singing "God Save the Queen" beyond point. When Oz government stopped it, I was at such a school. Hmm. So musical, you're not in New Zealand, right? You're in Australia, isn't that right? Hey, Justin, how are you? Well, hello, Kitty. When you can, please thank him for his service. Oh, yeah, Willie Nelson, and Eva Longoria are playing. Tony, he has gotten huge. He has grew a lot.
Yeah, he's big now. There's an application on Google you can use that identifies the breed. When he was 3 months old, it said 65% American Pit Bull, 20% English Staffordshire Terrier, and 15% Labrador. Now it says 60% Staffordshire Bull Terrier and 40% Great Dane. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be tall once he's full grown.
Yeah, he's getting massive.
He's a lot bigger than what he was when you first got him. Though. Like when you first got him, he was like a little bitty thing. And Gigi, yes, I agree. Michael Jackson's death was a very strange thing, but like I said, very like people did bad.
Michael was ready to expose something, so they say before his tour,
Mm-hmm.
and the tour is called "This Is It,"
Yep,
and who knows, who knows.
yep. I watched that. That because they put out a like a movie type thing of all of his rehearsals leading up to that tour, and yeah, whenever like when that came out, it was a huge hit. Everybody followed that entire case of the doctor. Uh, they're still keeping up with his kids, which his kids are all of them are grown now. But yeah, the way he passed was, I don't know, it just seems kind of funny that the doctor went outside and then came back in and something was wrong as
It's
soon as he,
dodgy as dodgy as
yeah.
completely.
Truth Finder says I met a dog named Willie today. Hey, Vapor, how are you? Okay, musical. I was just wanting to make sure you were in Australia and not New Zealand.
Well, they're going hard.
Working out all their energy.
Yeah, Eva's lost weight since we brought Willie home.
Because they probably do this all day long, right?
Yeah, they do. They go crazy all day.
Because before you would have her on camera and she was just laying around chilling. Now she's got her little playmate and
Yeah, they're absolutely in love with these two. He's doing circles around the lounge now. She's just watching him run around. She's nailed him now. I live in a very beaten up old house, so it's great. They can run around, make a mess. It's great.
right. Yeah, I'll make sure that your chat is on live chat. Mine is bouncing back and forth for some reason tonight. My burglar is gonna go near Sister Growing News. Yeah, musical. I don't think they would want any of it. Is the fish man from Ozzy? If I remember right, the accent and how he knows about. Oh, Devil Doll, you're talking about Tony that's on panel right now? No, he's from New Zealand.
I don't know much about the British, just English comedy, really.
I guess she's referring to you, calling you the fish man.
I think so. Yeah, I'm holding a fish.
Tony is New
Yes, I'm in
Zealand,
New
not an
Zealand.
Aussie. Yes, that is correct, Devil Doll. He's in New Zealand.
No big deal. I've lived in Aussie a few years. I have a soft spot for Australians. They're really great.
Yeah, we have a lot of them that come in here, and they've all been like super cool. She said, Tony, she was sorry she forgot your name.
That's right.
Yeah, Devil Doll is from Scotland, I think.
Why? I don't really know the UK well. I've never been there. One of my lovers lived there for a few years, but I don't really know the UK well. I just know Blackadder and stuff like that.
But y'all are still part of it, so y'all still have like the history. Like, are y'all taught the history of it in school when you're younger?
When we were younger, yes, but now what's
Okay,
taught in schools, I don't recognise it. I honestly don't. It's
okay.
just crazy. It's all engineering.
Yeah, because I know like whenever I was in high school, we had Louisiana history, and then we had American history, and then we had world history. And you had to pass all three of them before you could graduate high school.
Louisiana, y'all.
Yep, we had to have Louisiana history. Now which I'm pretty sure most states here have like their own state history or whatever. But yeah, we had to. I was like, we had to take it our freshman year. Let's see. I sort of know in UK family comes from UK. Okay. Musical. I'm gonna have to get you and Tony on panel one night together.
I'm willing to take any questions as long as they're not too personal. I've made a few mistakes in my past. We all have.
Yeah, I think everybody has. But honestly, I can't tell. Like with the Aussies that's been on panel before, I can't tell your accent from theirs really. Like y'all sound so similar.
The New Zealanders have hard vowels and the Australians have high vowels. We'll say fish, they'll say fish. We'll say chance, they say chance. We say dance, they say dance.
Okay. I didn't know that. Hello Kitty, you're very welcome. And Turquoise Kitten, Merry Christmas to you as well. Hey, Woods, how are you? Merry Christmas to you as well. And thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Like I said, I'm not going to be in here too awful long tonight, maybe like an hour and a half. I just figured I'd come hang out with y'all for a little while. See how everybody's Christmas went. Okay, so sounds like Tony uses more O's than and the others use hard A's. I don't know. I can't tell a difference. But all the different accents, like when Devil Doll comes up on piano, she's from Scotland, and her accent's really thick. But I love her accent though. One second, y'all. Sick, how are you? Merry Christmas to you as well. And yes, y'all listen to Gigi tonight, y'all. She's telling y'all to take a second and go hit the thumbs up. Okay, now let me get back into my chat here. I see Michelle now Nightbot's on point. Earlier he was slacking. So, what did everybody have for dinner today? For your Christmas dinner? Steak had bacon. Oh, puppy dots, tamales. Tamales sound good right about now. There's a lot of people around here that make them homemade and sell them. Spiced ham slices. That sounds good too. Our ham was good, but like, I'm just getting sick of ham. Beef
Yeah, I've got a
tenderloin.
good question here from Scott. He said, "Does Randy mean the same as UK meaning?" This is funny because some Americans have the name Randy,
Uh
and
huh.
in English and New Zealand, Randy means someone wants to make sweet love with, wants to make sweet love, means
Uh.
horny or something. Yeah. So Randy's a funny one for us outside the USA. I'm
Okay,
really
so
Rand. Yeah.
like okay, when my mom that I used to have crime crazy, she's from Australia, and there was her and a couple of other Aussies that had came up one night on panel, and they were telling me like all the different words that they have and their meanings or whatever, and I was trying to keep up with it, but it was like some things we say here that you don't want to go there to Australia and say.
Yeah, no, there's a few mixed metaphors here and there.
Oh, Hello Kitty had hibachi grilled. That sounds good too, y'all. I'm just sick of ham. Sweet Melissa, how are you? And I hope you and your family had a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, sunset only when you talk.
Now, I did find out, y'all, and I was kind of upset yesterday. A girl that me and Troll went to high school with, and he's actually known her and her brother since they were little kids. I met her um, once I started the high school down here, and I found out that she had passed away on the 23rd of December, and they still don't know what happened. And she's 43, she's my age. And she has a son, and like all she had was just her son and her brother that was left. Her mom and dad are both deceased. Her grandparents on both sides are deceased. Like now her brother ain't got nobody. And I was just like, people passing away at Christmas time, how devastating it is, you know, for the families. 43 is too young to get that is true. It is. And I literally just seen her 2 days before that, and she looked perfectly fine. I seen her out at the store, and she, ran up and hugged both of us, and how y'all doing, and come see me, like her normal self, and then found out that she passed away. Hey, Mr. Rosebud, how are you? Okay, so sunset gazing had steak, roasted veggies, sweet potatoes, French bread, wine, and pies for dessert. Sunset gazing, I should have came and ate at your house. I think next year we're gonna do something different. But I will say that the dessert that I came up with, now I just got to come up with a name. It was a huge hit. Okay, so Tony Devildoff says, so is it in your Aussie, or no, is it in Aussie, your near home in a way are neighbors? Mr. Rosebud, did you have a good Christmas? Okay, Gigi. I'm trying to get everything off my screen. So Jen had ham, potatoes, a pasta salad, mac and cheese, coleslaw, green bean casserole. Jen, green bean casserole. Oh my god, like one of my favorites.
Yeah, Christmas is all about kids, really. For me, it was pretty boring. I just went to my neighbour's place and had a barbecue.
Yeah,
I don't say you say barbecue in America.
yeah, barbecue.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
fire, food, cook
or
over it.
barbecue, or grilling out, or something like
Oh
that.
yeah. It's summer here, so we did the outside thing. It was good.
Yeah, I always forget that y'all's summers is opposite of us. Like when it's summer there, it's winter here.
Yeah, Christmas Day here is like you eat too much and then you sit in the sun and then you fall into a coma from too much sun and too much food.
Hey, people do that here too. Like Christmas and Thanksgiving is the two holidays, and like our Fourth of July, which is our Independence Day. Most everybody will grill or barbecue, and that's probably the 3 days that you can eat all you want, and nobody's gonna say anything. Libra Moon, I would love to go to Ireland, uh, but dang, I would have to fly to get there.
Hey Scarlett,
Uh huh.
I hear your body's as slim as your eyebrows.
You hear what?
I heard your body is as slim as your eyebrows.
Hey, my eyebrows are on point. They ain't bushy like Koberger.
Yeah, sexy. Nothing more sexy than bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, I'm waiting to for this trial to start. They're wanting the trial to start in the summer, right?
They might happen in USA summer. I'm thinking it'll be another year. I can see a
Well,
few things being thrown in.
the state uh, motioned the court for it to like they give a date. Well, not a date, but like the summertime dates. Just because the college will be out, the high school will be out, so the kids won't be around the media, and the traffic won't be as bad and all that. They're saying that it's going to last about 6 weeks. They're wanting it to start. It was like 8 or 8:30 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and all this and that because they want the jurors to be able to still have their personal time with their families and all this and that. But they're supposed to be tearing the house down, and well, and an hour of my time will be 2 days on the 28th, and
Yeah, I wonder if that will get stopped.
I don't
I
know
wonder if
because
it'll be a late injunction or something.
I'm hoping that something happens and it gets stopped. I feel like it's a bad idea to tear it down. But I mean, I don't know. It's starting at 7 o'clock on the 28th. They're supposed to start tearing it down. They've already got the company, the roads that's going to be blocked, where the media can park, where the media can stage, to get a good view of it. Like they've got it all planned out.
I heard a rumor that the guy who's going to be driving the big crane with the wrecking ball will be Chief Fry.
Really? I haven't
No.
heard that.
He drove the getaway truck though, so
Yeah.
he's onto it.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one though. But I mean, I don't. It's just I think it's a huge mistake, honestly.
Well, it's not good for the prosecution. That's all I can say. I don't think it's good for them. It just like if you don't want to eliminate any chances of any doubt, and if there's a jury member going, no, I don't know if that sound would have carried, or I don't think that, or I think that sound would have carried. Either way, there's a little bit of doubt. So I don't think it's good.
Yeah, I don't either. And hey, Betty Joe, how are you? Merry Christmas. Mr. Gonzalez had said that he saw this video, and it shows this white car, stopping and parking at several different areas, and he would sit there for a little bit, and he wants to know like where he was parked and what was he looking at from there. And the only way that the jury would be able to see that is if the house is still standing. I've heard that they can file a suit to keep the house standing, but they're saying it's super expensive, and so I don't know if they're going to do it because really, like Ethan's family is okay with it being torn down, but I see their point because they have two kids that are still at the college, and Ethan's brother Hunter is in this Sigma Chi fraternity, and so he's literally right there. All he's got to do is just look out across the band field, and he can see the house. So I get their point of it. I just think it's a huge mistake. I really do.
Yeah, I think it's wrong. I think there's a lot of people covering this case who lack any empathy whatsoever.
Hey, Tonka,
And
Merry Christmas.
the rights of the family should be up the top, really. What they, I mean, they're the only living victims now, so we should look after them, protect them.
Yeah. And I think it was crappy that the families didn't know about the house being torn down until the same day that we all heard about it. And they had already had all of this planned out before it was, because it's not like they can just go in one day and say, okay, this is a company, this is a time, streets block. Like, there's no way to plan all of that in a day. They should have let the families known about it ahead of time when they were planning all this out. Let them know about it before it comes out to the public.
I think they have a little problem with one of the families who are just a little bit chatty, in my opinion. And maybe they just wanted to make sure they didn't say anything beforehand. I think there's probably a history of telling a particular individual things and saying don't say anything.
But honestly though, I can't blame the family though. I
I
really
don't blame
can't,
them at all.
because
Anyone
like
blames them has got problems.
it's and that could be the reason why they didn't tell them. But I think that if they would have said, okay, this is what we're planning on doing, we're going to tear the house down. We're planning on doing it this day. We want it to come to y'all and let y'all know ahead of time. But could you please not say anything? I don't think they would have said anything. Now, they wouldn't have liked it, obviously, but I don't really think they would have said anything. But then again, they could have. I don't know. I think it was very disrespectful to the families that they didn't tell them ahead of time.
Agreed.
Instead of being caught off guard, and Kaylee's mom saying that she broke down at work and cried all the way home when the day that it came out about the house. That is sad. You know what I'm saying? When it could have been something that they could have been told ahead of time and prepared for it to be announced, and they could have been ready for it to come out. Woods, they haven't said. So I don't know if it's going to be in summer 2024, but that is what the state is pushing for. That was the last court doc that came out, was that motion for a scheduling order by the state. Like I said, they're wanting a date set for everything that has to be turned over from the state and the defense. Any type of discovery, anything like that, they want a deadline for that. They don't want the alibi thing brought back up because he had an opportunity to give his alibi, unless he wants to bring in specific dates and times and stuff like that. Like I said, they want it done during the summertime because the students won't be there, which I get that too, because honestly, as much media as we know that's going to be there, those kids going to college or going to the high school that's adjacent to the courthouse doesn't need to be accidentally caught on camera. You know what I mean? Or getting hung up in traffic because of everybody who's going to be in Moscow for this trial. Rev, how are you? And I hope you and your family had a Merry Christmas. I do wonder when people say his car, so they have a plate number like Orange Young, they know for sure. Hello Kitty, I don't know. I've wondered if they were able to get his plate number off of some of this the cameras. No, they haven't never came out and said. Vapor said smoked a brisket and a prime rib. They smoked twice of baked potatoes, green beans, smoked Cajun garlic, parm, corn on the cob, and a salad. KK Summer and Lil B stayed up till 7 a.m. Oh my! I was up all night. I should have come and hung out with y'all. Probably wouldn't have got to chat a whole lot because I was running around the house with like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to cook and clean and all that. But I should have came and hung out with y'all for a little while. E-Rev, you are very welcome. We were backstage, not allowed. Oh well, hell, I still could have came and hung out with y'all. I just had to find my headset, but like I'm so done with cooking. I forgot to eat a vegetable today. Well, Vapor, we'll have to do it uh, another time when y'all are hanging out like that. Because I was literally like, just like I said, cooking and cleaning for the most part, and then I ended up going to sleep for a little while after we ate, and then I got woke up again. Did you get your? What are you talking about, Sally Mae? Oh, I know what you're talking about, Sally. New Year's Eve party. Yes. So I am gonna go live New Year's Eve, y'all. I got to figure out what we're gonna do. So Vapor, we need to figure out like, are you gonna go live that night too? We'll have to figure it out. Because you're supposed to eat, what is it, cabbage and black eyed peas. I don't eat the black eyed peas because I don't like them, but I do eat the shit out of some cabbage. So I'll be up all night cooking that too.
I've been on Vapor's channel. It might be a little bit too saucy for most people.
Oh yeah, they talk about all kind of stuff over there. Hold on, let me grab the link.
It's a great place.
Oh yeah, everybody pretty much from here goes over and hangs out over there. At some point on these lives, because we talk about people's favorite cases, yes, musical, that would be an awesome thing. I tell you what is tomorrow night? Tuesday? If musical, if nothing comes out tomorrow as far as like anything new on any of the cases that we've covered, we might do that tomorrow night. Now, let me write that down so I don't forget.
There's a couple of ladies in Vapor's channel you want to watch out for, though.
Hey, Vapor, how are you?
I went over there.
Good,
and they were all over me. They were all over me.
Okay.
I was very afraid.
It's the cabbage black eyed peas. I don't remember if it's something else, E-Rev, or not. I just know the cabbage and black eyed pea thing. I just don't eat black eyed peas. I don't like the texture of them. Just on you vote games. I'll have to see what I can find to do that night.
Yeah, Devil Doll.
Yeah, if you want to drop your link, Vapor, in the chat, you can. Let's see.
I'd have to find it.
Well, you want me to drop it?
To the channel or to the Discord?
Well, how are you doing your Discord?
That's what I needed. I needed to talk to you about how to,
Is it going to be like an invite only type thing, or?
Well, if you drop the link, are they automatically in, or do you still have to approve them? Because I need to find out where in settings to approve certain people. I don't want just, people that might be watching that aren't in our group or whatever to hit the link to get into Discord and then just automatically be there.
Okay, yeah, there's a way that you can set up a channel like I have on mine that brings them into the welcome channel, and then I have to go in and give them a role for them to go into the rest of my channels. If they stay in the welcome channel, they can't see anything else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been trying to get you to come backstage for the last 2 days too. do, because I don't know where to find it or how to set it up.
Okay, Fofa's the one that set mine up, but I think I remember how she did it. I think I may have to mess around with yours to get it figured out,
Okay.
but I think I know how she did it. But yeah,
All
if
right.
you want to drop your channel link in the
It won't
the
really help them, but I'll drop it. I mean, it won't help them because I do everything unlisted, so it won't even tell them when I go live.
Yeah, that is true too.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that you do that.
Yeah, I mean, some stuff will be, let me find it. Some stuff will be public, like certain things, but most of it gets unlisted.
Yeah, thanks for that, Vapor, because I'm glad you deleted that video. Otherwise, we'd have had so many women at my front door the next day. It would have been embarrassing.
Yeah. We went and found, he told us we went on Google Earth and went and found his house and walked around the outside, and then he went outside.
Tony's?
Yeah, Tony's.
Oh, Lord.
I have the second worst house on the second best street in my town.
Okay. Hold on. We did a comment. Hello Kitty was asking why the cabbage and the black eyed peas. The cabbage is for money. Isn't the black eyed peas for good luck? Is that right?
I don't.
I think that's what it's for. I don't eat the black eyed peas though. But yeah, it's like a big thing here in the States that you're supposed to eat that on New Year's Day. So, Zafer, how was your Christmas?
It wasn't bad. I didn't get to sleep as much. Like I said, I stayed up till 7:30 or something in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we did. Not I got everything cooked, and I didn't even eat once I was done cooking. Like I was so tired, and I laid down for a little while, and I got up and ate, and I lay back down for a little while, and went back to sleep, and I'd be damned if I didn't get woke up, and I was up for the rest of the afternoon. Then I had to go clean up everything. Oh, Michelle, I can't eat no butter beans either. Ugh. Anything mushy like that, I can't. I don't like them. All right, so Vapor has dropped his link to his channel, but like he said, he doesn't do most of his stuff is unlisted. So, but we'll have to figure out the Discord thing for you. That way, anybody who comes in and you approve them to come in, then they will know whenever you're going to go live.
Yes, yeah, that's how we send out the links to everybody in the group.
Yeah, Vapor's channel's open to anyone who loves Ann Taylor.
Yeah, Ann's in there every night. We just haven't gotten her drunk enough to start talking.
I still haven't got to watch the Megyn Kelly thing. I planned on doing that yesterday when I got up. Still haven't done it.
She's just rehashing everything to get more coverage for her channel, in my opinion.
But isn't she's claiming that she's talked to someone, or her team has talked to someone on the defense?
They all do. Anonymous sources. They mean nothing.
I don't believe that though.
They just mean nothing. All these anonymous sources, they mean nothing. Might as well just make something up and say it's an anonymous source, in my opinion.
I want to go listen to it because Kelly P had sent me all 5 parts of it, and I haven't had time. Sauerkraut dumplings. I've never heard of that, Melissa. That's sweet, Melissa. I don't eat sauerkraut, but I've never heard of.
Sauerkraut's magnificent. It's Russian. Beautiful.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't like sauerkraut. Jiffy makes, yes, E-Rev. That is the only kind of cornbread that I like is Jiffy. If it ain't sweet cornbread, I can't eat it. Tony, okay, so the people in New Zealand, do they know what cornbread is? These poor dogs.
Trying to eat each other at the moment. Cornbread. We don't have cornbread. We don't do cornbread. We do doughboys. Some people do doughboys, which is flour and water boiled up in a concoction with bacon bones and cabbage and stuff.
Okay.
But cornbread, no. The bread in Greece is the best in the world, though.
See, like
fried. Well,
our biscuits here, y'all call which y'all's biscuits are what we call cookies, I believe.
yes, correct. Yeah, you have cookies, we have biscuits.
But then our biscuits are something completely different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry again talking about all this food. Shit.
See, I mean, in your country, taco means something completely different from in my country.
A taco?
Yes, ma'am. We don't have.
Should I be scared to ask what it means in your country?
We don't have any Mexican places. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, if somebody was to go to New Zealand and open a Mexican restaurant, they would probably make a lot of money.
If they went to one of the big cities, they probably would do all right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's actually, they probably have them.
So y'all don't have Taco Bell or anything down there?
No. I hear about Taco Bell, and I'm like, oh, that'd be nice, a fast Mexican place. No, we don't have it. It might be in Auckland. It's a big city, like a long way away from me. They might have it there.
Hey, Lady B, how are you? I just need to find something different to cook for the holidays. I should have went and ate at everybody else's house. Everybody telling me all this good stuff that they cook. What is a double smoked baked potato?
It's just, a twice baked potato, right?
I just bake my potato and then I throw butter and all the good stuff in it.
Well, you make a baked potato, you scoop out all the potato on the inside and leave like the shell. And then you mix it with cheese and whatever you want to put in it. And then you put it all back in there. And then I put it in the smoker after that.
Okay. So it's sort of like a stuffed baked potato.
Yeah. But the second half is in the smoker.
Okay. Because there's a place in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Is it Stubby's Barbecue? I think that's what it's called. They have where their baked potato, like they'll take all the stuff out of it and mix it all up like you're talking about, and then put baked beans over the top of it. And oh my God, it is so good. Lady V, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Tired.
Yeah, me too.
I'm kind of glad that Christmas is now over with.
I'm thrilled it's over with. I'm done.
Now we can just get through the new year, y'all. I got to figure out what my New Year's resolution is going to be.
Oh, Lord, I quit making those years ago.
I thought about quit drinking caffeine and drinking just strictly water. That way King Scarlet doesn't get on to me all the time.
Go without your Red Bull? I don't think so.
I'm drinking Red Bull right now.
Yeah, that wouldn't last at all.
Yeah, I just don't know
It'll
if I could.
last maybe 2 days.
Because I'm one of those, like, as soon as I wake up, I have to have caffeine. If I don't, I get a headache from it.
Oh, me too.
And so I don't know.
So you just drink your Red Bull.
I wish I had one now, but damn, I know if I drink it, I'd be up all night. And I got to get up in the morning. E-Rev, are you saying from the South? Is that what you're asking?
Guys, I'm not watching chat. I'm busy. So if anybody's saying anything to me, I love you, and I'm sorry I'm not reading it.
Okay. Well, I'll catch it and let you know if they do. So Michelle's going to quit smoking cigarettes for New Year's. So that's a good New Year's resolution.
Yep, I don't do them anymore.
Oh, E-Rev, no, I'm from Louisiana. I just know about the thing in Arkansas because we went on vacation there several years ago. Hot Springs is a really cool place. I'm just not a mountain type person.
I love the mountains as long as we're driving in them.
I'm more of a beach person.
I like that too.
Yeah, I need open spaces. I don't like to be in a spot that, and I mean, where I live at is good, but I don't like living in an area or being in an area where my view is limited.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, I'd much rather have, and that's why I love the beach so much because it's an unlimited view.
I do like my trees though.
Oh God, yes,
You
we
know,
have.
you know what? Okay, so when we built our house, I took a leaf and I said I want this color for the house and this color for the trim.
Mhm.
And what it was is in the summertime, you get the leaves, you have the darker green and then you have the lighter green. That way during the summer, my house it goes in with the surroundings.
Right.
So yeah, my house is green with green trim, so it just disappears in the summer.
I'm literally in the middle of pine trees.
I have a bunch of those.
Oh God, you talk pollen. Like the whole state of Louisiana, at a certain time of year, turns yellow with the pollen.
Oh,
You can't. It doesn't do any good to wash your vehicle because it'll be right back on it that same day. We have
Yeah,
the pollen's horrible. Then you got the pine cones and the pine straw that you got to rake up every year. It's oh, I hate
I'll
it.
rake it up.
yeah, that's
Well,
it's the
It's
same in
good
Tahoe,
mulch.
Scarlett.
all the pine
And
trees.
in the spring, the lake is actually looks yellow because all
It's
the
got that
pollen
yellow.
on
Yeah, it's
top.
got that yellow film across the top of it. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know what you guys are talking about. We get it every once in a while, but
Yes, I hate it. And then everybody's allergies start acting up down here,
I
and
would
it
probably have allergies if I had to deal with that.
well. Plus, I live on a dirt road,
So
and
do I.
it's very dusty. Even living at the very end of it, there's only 30 houses down here, and you would literally think that just my house and the other two houses wouldn't have that much traffic. We literally have just as much traffic as a main highway.
Oh yeah, people. Yeah, it's amazing. We live on a circle drive down here, and it's like I don't. It's just crazy busy. There'll be people at 2:30 in the morning, and it's like they're not my neighbors,
They do the same thing here.
and I'm like,
A lot of
why?
times when I'm live, because like the neighbors that we have is my family. Well, the step family, but I claim them. The rest of my step family I don't claim. So I know the sounds of their vehicles and how they
Right.
drive and all that. Well, when you have to pass my house to get to their two houses. And so
Hmm.
I know if a different vehicle comes down here. And when I'm live a lot of nights, there's vehicles in and out of here.
Yeah, we have family down here. We have four families that we're related to here on this little circle drive.
Yeah,
And
there's
I mean, it's the same. You know the sounds, you know the
right.
truth, and it's like,
Yeah, it's only six houses. No, seven houses, six families that live on this road. And it's just like so much traffic. And I hate living on a dirt road, which I love it and I hate it. I love being back in the woods away from everybody, but I hate it because whenever it rains like it did all day yesterday, then you got a dirty, muddy road.
my car. We live on one too. My car is hardly ever clean because as soon as we wash it and we come home, it's gonna be dirty again. That
Yep.
part I don't like.
I washed my truck. What day was it? Today's Monday. I washed it Thursday, I think it was. And by Friday, no, Saturday morning, it was already muddy.
Yeah,
It's like it don't do any good to wash it.
no, it doesn't because it's gonna. Sorry, it's gonna get dirty
Yeah,
right as soon as you drive down the road.
Mm-hmm. Ereb, Ruston is, how far is Ruston from me? It's like 2 hours east of me because I'm in the northwest part of Louisiana. Arcadia, I don't know how far that is. But Arcadia, they've got like the big Bonnie and Clyde trade days and all that down there. It's
Wasn't
pretty
it?
cool.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Vapor. I'm sorry. I started talking to them. Hi, Devil Doll.
Hi,
And
Lady
I never
V. Merry
said
Christmas.
Hey, Lady
Dog.
V.
Christmas. I never said
Hi,
I'm sorry.
Lady.
Do you do Christmas, Devil Doll?
She
I'm not
has a
really a
look.
Christmas person. I prefer Halloween.
Oh, you and Lady V would get along perfect then.
Oh, I love Halloween. Okay.
Am I lagging, Violet?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you're lagging just a little bit, Devil Doll, but it's not that bad.
There's Edgar.
Good Lord, now Edgar's got reindeer antlers on, y'all. At least he's not in a dress. No, Lady V, he's still in a dress.
He's still dressed.
God.
I love that.
Yeah, I still have him. Like, I'm just gonna dress him for all seasons.
Oh, poor Edgar.
Oops. Sorry, I'm having issues. Technical difficulties.
Halloween is Libra Moon's favorite holiday also. Musical. Oh, now we done lost her, y'all. She done kicked herself off the panel. And Devil Doll too. Hold on. Let me throw the link back out for him. Musical Edgar needs some new clothes. Yes, I just can't spoke. Okay, because Michelle, the reason I was asking is because the disposable ones that you can get, they don't hit as hard as like the vape that I have. The one that I have is like the bigger ones, and it has like the second counter on it and all this and that. Whenever you're doing a hit, and their hit is a lot stronger. One Solved Mystery, how are you? And I hope you and your family had a Merry Christmas.
Sorry,
I
I put a
message in the chat. It was Michelle Brook. Depends. Try an older person's one. The youngins like it to blow their heads off. In my experience, and that got deleted. Must
What?
be a bad word. There's a bad word in there somewhere.
What?
I think head blown off is a bad one.
Yeah, there may be certain phrases that YouTube won't allow in the chat.
Yeah, that's weird. Eh? It's so weird.
You know,
Okay.
we need to move over to Rumble or Patreon or something where we don't have to talk like 2-year-olds.
Make a backup.
Yes.
And a second channel.
One Solved Mystery said, being Christmas, on a side note, I'm 100% confident that John Bonet's unaliver is a man named Daryl Kirkwood who confessed in 2000, but they found the wrong guy. I don't think that baby, I just don't think her case is ever going to get solved.
Big call.
I don't know. That one guy sounds like a pretty good suspect.
But what are they going to do this case I think it's what now, 27 years?
Yeah, it's a long time.
And it happened on, it was Christmas Eve,
Christmas
wasn't it?
Eve. Christmas Eve, yeah.
I just don't think that's, and I read the book that the detective at the time that was working the case, he wrote a book about it.
Oh, they law enforcement totally screwed up on that one.
They searched the entire house but didn't find her, but her dad finds her.
Yeah. Tell me how they search the entire house and they don't see her in the basement.
Yep. I've often wondered that. And a lot of people thought that her mom did it, but y'all, her mom.
No, she wouldn't have.
And I feel bad because her mom died and never got to see justice for that little girl.
Yeah. My heart breaks for her. It was just terrible what they put her through.
Right. And it looks like the way things are going that the dad is going to, because he's old.
Yeah.
And he may not be
either.
Right. He may not be. And then they try to blame it on Burke, her brother, because of interview that he did, and yes, he was kind of acting weird, but I think that there is some type of mental disability in there,
There is.
and that is the reason why he was acting the way he was acting. I didn't think that there was anything suspicious about his interview.
No, I don't think so either. That whole thing was botched, in my opinion.
So you should check out the serial cookbook guy. He confessed under the name David Cooper, confessed to Chief Beckner, and
Yeah,
spoke
I
to
know.
John Ramsey 3 times.
I know who he's talking about. I mean, he talks about her all the time. The dude's obsessed with her, even now.
Okay, so is that the one that confessed in jail?
Yeah, he's the one that
Okay.
he still draws pictures of her. I mean, the dude is obsessed, man.
Are they checking him out, like his story?
I hope so, because he's always said it. And I forget which doctor it was, but there was a handwriting expert that said that uh, his handwriting matches the handwriting on the ransom note.
Did they try to say that the mom wrote?
Yeah, they tried to say that. Yeah.
Okay, so One Solved Mystery said no. That is Gary Olivia.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know who the other guy is then.
I remember the one that was
Gary
in
Olivia.
jail and
Right.
confessed to it, but I thought they said that he didn't do it. That's why I was getting confused about, because I thought they said that he lied and really didn't do it. Okay, so Olivia's DNA was collected, compared, and cleared back in 2001. Okay, yeah. So this Daryl Kirkwood person, I've never heard of him.
Maybe I'm confused. Maybe. God, it's been a long time.
Yeah, that poor little girl.
Patty would have never done anything like that. Or that was her. She was her pride and joy. She was her little Barbie doll to dress up, and she would have never done anything to that little girl. She was living her life vicariously through her.
Yeah. But you know that Patsy Ramsey back in the day, was she Miss Virginia?
I think she was Miss Georgia.
Or
She
Miss
was
Georgia?
beautiful.
Yeah, one of those states.
She was beautiful.
Yeah.
She was just reliving it through her daughter.
Yeah, I never got the feeling that she had anything to do with it. I never thought Bert did.
No.
Never really thought the dad did. But whenever they come out and said that Patsy, they thought was the one that wrote the ransom note and all this and that, and they compare handwritings, and there was like some little letters and throughout the ransom note that she wrote the exact same way, and it just,
if it's just a letter here and there, there would be umpteen Julia people that would write that same way.
Because I mean, my handwriting, I can write in several different ways.
Oh yeah,
but there are still certain letters that I'll write the same way.
Right, but I mean, you have to take overall. How many others does it have on there?
Mm-hmm.
Was she not found in the basement?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, it was down in the basement, if I'm not mistaken, in another little room that was in the basement down there.
Yeah, I think you're right, definitely. It's a bit sus.
So David Cooper said he wrote the note and his DNA would match. The Boulder PD never investigated this man. I just don't understand why that case should have been.
They were very, very well-to-do people living in Boulder, I believe. And you would think that everybody would have been on top of it. But seriously, I mean, you really didn't hear a whole lot about it for the most part. I mean, there'd be spurts coming out here and there, but it wasn't like, I don't know, they just totally botched that thing.
So they didn't compare the handwriting?
Wait, say that again.
So they didn't compare the handwriting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
they did. They try to
They,
say that John Bonet's mama is the one that wrote the note, but I don't know why they're not saying, like this other guy that One Solved Mystery is saying, he claims that he wrote it, but they never investigated him. So why, if this man is saying, if anybody comes out and says that they did this to this little girl, they should be investigated. What, and if it turns out to be a lie, well, okay, but you can still say that you investigated it, and put that one on the back burner and move on to the next one. I don't understand why they're not
true.
doing what needs to be done to find out who did this to her.
I
Because
don't
what
know.
happened to that little girl was disgusting.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so crime scene
She
photo
was a
number.
wee pageant queen, but you know.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, yeah.
So the crime scene photo number 70 from that morning shows the butler pantry door to the north side of the theme that was found ajar that morning. A lot of that stuff, I remember hearing a lot that went on in that case, but it's been so long.
Yeah, I mean, they'd come out
Case.
with, like I said, like spurts of information. I mean, at first, they were kind of on it, but it never really like it was something they talked about, but it wasn't like Casey Anthony or anything like that. It was like you would get things here and then you wouldn't hear anything for a bit, and then here comes something else and you wouldn't hear anything for a bit, and it was just really.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to hear the Casey Anthony doco that's coming out. I'm buzzing to hear it. I think
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
me personally, I think the dad has had something to do with it, and he's covered it up. She was out partying like days after her daughter had went missing. Who the f does that? Really?
Yeah, that was a case that I didn't follow. Just kind of, heard things here and there whenever it came out, but I didn't go deep into it like I have Kylie Rodney and the Idaho 4. Let's see.
And the
Both are.
Gypsy Rose as well. She's releasing, and she getting released in 2 days, I think.
yeah, 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days. That was a madness.
I don't feel like she should be. I don't know. I've got a lot of mixed emotions about that one.
Aye, she was a beauty. It's a sad case. It's a sad and
And the thing with her is I can't really blame her for being manipulative because that's all she knew, because that's how her
yeah,
mother was.
I agree.
So
Wait, who are y'all talking about?
I'm talking about Gypsy Rose.
Oh, yeah, she gets released
Yeah,
here soon.
2 days on the
the
20.
day that the day that the 1122 King Road's been torn down
The
is the day
28th?
Gypsy Rose is getting out.
Yeah, the 28th.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, on one hand, I think she should have have to stay in longer because she fully knew good and well what they were doing. On the other hand, I can see that, and I've put a lot of thought into this here recently. You know, maybe it wasn't just easy just to get up and walk in front of everybody or whatever, but she also was extremely manipulative. But that's what her mom did. So, being around that your whole life, you really wouldn't know any other way to be.
I
Uh,
don't think it's fair that Nick is getting he's not really getting out, and I don't think that's fair because that guy's that young lad's got autism of some sort. He's got
yeah,
ADD. I think he was kind of maybe manipulated by Gypsy Rose because Gypsy Rose, his mother's manipulated her,
yeah,
and she's done the
totally.
exact same thing to him, and to get out of your situation. But it's so sad. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, she totally manipulated him.
Yeah, I was only 16 when Dominique was murdered,
Wow.
and it literally seems like it was not that long ago. But then, in a way, it seems like it's been forever.
What are we on our 30th year anniversary of that one?
Of John Bonet's
Yeah.
27,
27.
27
Wow.
years, and it's 27 years that baby's case has not been solved.
I've heard she's a dancer in Vegas now.
And
Who?
John Panay.
what does
No, John Bonet is. She's not
what does that
alive.
mean?
Who?
Who are you talking about, Tony?
Sorry, delay. Joan Malay, Joan Bonet, wasn't she the little beauty queen girl who got snatched from the parents' house?
No, she was unalive.
No.
They found her in
Yeah,
the basement.
yeah. They found her in the basement of her home.
Oh, they
Somebody
found
went
her
in.
unalived.
Yeah, she was found unalive. She was only 6 years
Oh.
old when it happened.
Okay. She's not going to be dancing in Vegas then.
No, unless she's with Elvis, I guess.
That's the one where the brother's a weirdo and
I think the brother, though, John Bonet's brother, I think there's some mental health
he's not all there. He's not all
things that are going on because a lot of people thought there was something up with that interview that he did when he got up older, but a lot of things that he was doing in that interview, like being fidgety and in the way he was doing, my son who has autism does some of the same things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And was
I
he no
think-
young at the time as well?
Yeah, he was. Let's see, she was
He was
6.
really
He
young.
was what, 9, 10, maybe.
I don't know about that. I knew there wasn't much an age difference between them.
And one saw Mystery said Burke is just socially awkward, likely because of the way that he's been treated most of his life. I mean, he was kind of thrown out into the spotlight when
Pretty
all
rough.
this happened, and he was still young.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way. I think he could be on the spectrum. Like I said, there was a lot of things that he did. I noticed they stood out to me because, like I said, my son, who is autistic, does the same things. And it's kind of like a repetitive behavior type thing. Like my son has to do things in threes. And I noticed a lot in Burke's thing. And so that's why I didn't think anything of the interview and the way he was acting. But a lot of the people come out and said, oh, look how he's acting. He's, they think he did it and all this and that. And I didn't see it that way.
Being through something like that is going to be enough for someone to have.
Right.
There's no way he could have done that.
It could be an accident. It could have been an accident. Maybe if he was autistic or whatever, he might have shaken it too hard or not.
No, there was there was a ligature around her neck. There was
the way
some
she was
other
placed
things.
out.
Yeah, there was a lot of different things that that happened to her. That it was completely done on purpose.
Yeah. I don't think the boy would have. I don't think he has it in him to hurt a fly. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
I
don't.
The mother's passed away, isn't she?
Yeah, she died from cancer.
Yeah.
I think she had. I think it was breast cancer that she had. And John had an older daughter by a previous relationship that had passed away, and then Patsy, the mom, passed away. After John Bonet, and now it's just John and Bert. And I think he has an older son, I believe.
Now, I don't remember all of that.
Isn't he remarried? Because I thought he's living in Utah with her.
Yeah, he is. He's remarried.
If I remember,
it was ovarian cancer.
No, somebody.
Okay, wait. Say that again, Double Doll. You were cutting up a little bit.
Somebody meant to be like Sorry.
No,
was
you're
there no somebody that was meant to be like renovating or fixing the house or something like that, or like somebody like dodgy that was about at the time as well?
Okay, did anybody understand that?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's not you, Double Doll. It's it's breaking up on my end. Is she breaking up for anybody else? Because if not, then
It's
usually when
breaking
that
up.
happens,
a
I'm
little
about to
bit
get
there.
kicked.
She
It
said
is.
someone was a boot. Someone was a boot.
All right, sorry. Someone was about. Was
About
someone know meant someone? Was somebody know about the house or round about the kind of area,
I think there'd been a
like
handyman or
doing
something been in there recently.
construction work at the time as well?
Yeah, some sort of
Um,
handyman or
Yeah,
something.
that's what I mean. Yeah, round about the kind of time. Is that
I
am
don't
I right saying
remember.
that, or have I kind of maybe?
I don't remember if there was any type of work that had been done on or around their house. But I mean, we're talking 27 years ago. It could have been
I
mentioned.
I'm learn I'm learning for yous. I only know a wee bit about the case, but I'm kind of learning for yous, so that's why I'm kind of asking questions. I kind of thought I maybe heard that.
Ask all the questions you want, Bonnie Lass.
Let's.
Oh, God bless you, Tony. And to see if I say any words that you didn't understand, let me know and I'll say it in full English because I just go into Scottish mode. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I
We can
love
turn
your
the
accent,
we can
sweetheart.
turn the English translator on very soon.
I love your accent. You just we have to ask you to repeat.
I'll
Just
get the
don't get
put
upset
put put the captions up.
because it actually takes me
No, I don't get upset.
it actually takes me a few minutes to get adjusted to your accent, and I think Scarlett's the same way. So if you give us just a little bit, we'll probably um
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
get
eventually get
better.
used to it to where I can understand everything
Right?
she says.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so what?
I talk really fast as well. So if you need me to slow down, I'll slow down, but I'll maybe sometimes forget.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
no
would be
problem.
good. That would be good to slow down a little bit.
Right, okay, thanks, Lady V.
Okay, so one solved mystery said that there was a suspicion of a blue Astro type van seen outside the house on the 24th and 25th, and it possibly even on the 26th from the police reports in Woodward's book. And then there was a suspicious black Jaguar seen driving past the White's Christmas party that night at least 5 times in a dead end neighborhood. So that's where, JC, that's where they were having the Christmas party at. I believe was at a neighbor's or a friend's house. And then they came home, put the kids to bed, and then when they woke up, we know what had happened. See, the blackmail long letter was very odd. Yes, no way it was. Okay, neighbors on both sides of the Ramsey home reported seeing lights on and off that they had not seen that way in the 5 years that they had lived next to them. Almost like maybe somebody was going through the house and they didn't know where they were at or know their way around the house. I don't know. It's a very suspicious case, and I just hate that after 27 years, they still haven't got the person who did this to her.
You would think with DNA that it had
Right.
thing would have come up by now.
Something. How long? JC, she wasn't. Well, when they woke up that morning and she wasn't in her bed, they went to looking for her and they called police and everything. And then the police went through the entire house, and this was a big house that they lived in. They went through the entire house and couldn't find her. And then her John Benet's dad and I believe a friend of his went down in the basement and found her down in the basement in a little room that was built in the basement.
Now, that room always kind of, I don't know. I never did get a good handle on what that room was supposed to be or anything.
I don't know if it was just like a
It's a basement or something.
yeah, but it was. I
No,
don't know if
they.
it was using it as a storage room in the basement or what they were.
I
What
don't
they were
think they
doing.
ever really clarified that much to me.
Because I know that there was a paintbrush that was used in the ligature.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know if it was something they had set up for the kids or what it was down there.
Yeah, I don't either. I've never been clear on that. Okay?
Okay,
Whoa.
I had to
Whoa.
mute her for a second.
You okay?
All right, Devil Doll, whenever you get ready to speak, you'll have to unmute yourself because I had to mute you.
Are you all right, sweetie? She sounded like, I don't know, she was dropping something or fell or something.
Oh, One Solved Mystery said they called it the wine cellar room. John had some cigars in there, and Patsy stored some presents there with the fake trees the rest of the year. Okay, thank you, One Solved Mystery, for all that
Thank you.
information.
I
Okay.
don't know what I done. I never touched now.
Did you fall?
I never touched now.
Oh,
It might have been,
And
was you like rubbing on your mic? Are you on a phone?
no, I've actually found it better. I've got wee cheapy earphones that I've plugged in that's no lagging. So sometimes it'll crackle. So maybe that's where you hear the crackling. But I was rubbing the tap of my Surface Pro. Is that maybe what you heard?
It might have been because it was like a loud crackling noise.
it sounded like you were dropping your phone. Trying to...
Or maybe, do you think it was my lighter? Was it this? Can you hear that?
No,
I
that
hear
was
you.
it.
The pineapple in her stomach and the
That's
soup
me
on
lighting my lighter.
No, it sounded like kind of like you were either like it was hitting your clothes or
Get that?
yeah,
Yes, that.
that.
Yes.
Right, okay, right, I get it, right, okay, I've got you, sorry, my bad.
What is that mysterious noise?
What was it?
It's skin paper
It's sandpaper?
for my puff.
Oh, okay.
Skins
Skins.
Okay.
on my
You mean
smoke. I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say. If
I'm
So, oh
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna
read between
translate
the
this.
lines. My
I'm gonna
puff.
translate that. Skins are rolling papers.
Yeah, that's what I
Correct?
figured.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Rolling up
thank you.
smoke.
Yes.
Must be a great
Yeah,
big Bob Marley,
Tony.
eh?
Yeah, Tony, you're my boy.
I hear you, darling.
All right, so real quick, y'all, if y'all have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. So we only have 46 likes in here, and we got 75 people in here, y'all, on Christmas night.
Come on, guys. Search some Christmas.
Michelle. One time mystery, it seems like I remember something about pineapple in the bowls on the bar or something like that, and then they said something about somebody had came in there and was cleaning the kitchen up and cleaning the sinks out and everything else too before they even got to process the entire house.
Well, there
Yes, Casey, she was.
were tons of people that came over to that house.
Yeah.
I think like her sister was over there, and I mean there was quite a bit of family that was over there, if I remember
A
right.
lot of foot traffic in that house
Yeah.
when it shouldn't have been. I mean, I get when something like that happens, people come over and see if they can help or come to comfort the family, but they shouldn't have let them in the house
No.
until after it was processed.
I mean, this whole thing was just shoddy.
Yeah.
And I have a great deal of respect for law enforcement. I really, really do. But at the same time, there are circumstances sometimes that even good law enforcement can slip through and just totally mess up something, you know?
Right.
Scarlett,
Uh-huh.
I would like to make a confession.
Uh-oh.
So I would like to relay a personal experience. I don't like to put my personal shit out there on the web, but I had a personal experience, and I've been thinking about this 8-hour delay with Dylan quite a lot.
Okay.
Um, about 2 or 3 years ago, when I first sort of got interested in the true crime thing, what really got me interested was an event that happened in my home, where I'd taken a young fella in who needed a helping hand,
Mhm.
and he ended up hanging himself in my spare room.
Oh my
Oh,
Now,
God.
wow.
what happened was that I saw him one night, and he seemed okay. He was filling up his water bottle, and he seemed to be going off for a good sleep, and I thought good. And the next day, when he didn't arise, by about 4 o'clock, I sort of thought there was something up, and I banged on the door a few times, and I thought, oh well, I'll see him at some stage through the day. He had problems. He was going through stuff. I was just trying to be a helping hand.
Mhm.
Anyway, the next morning at 9 a.m., I went to his door. I smelt the whiff of cadaver. I knew in my mind he was dead. Hey, I knew he was dead, but I went into denial. I went into like a frozen
Poor Willie.
Yeah, I went into like a frozen state for about 4 or 5 hours where I was in denial
Mhm.
of what I was smelling. I smelled I smelled dead bodies before, so I knew what was going on, but I went into denial. So I can quite understand with Dylan how she might have been half cut or completely cut, and she might have seen something and went, "No, I'm just not going to acknowledge that in my mind now,"
Mhm.
because I had a similar experience. And in the end, when I broke the door down, I found him. But I knew 5 hours beforehand, and I went into a frozen fear state. So it
Yeah.
does happen. It does happen.
I think that's going to be probably one of the top 5 things that most people who are going to watch this trial, that's what they're going to want to hear, is that explanation for the 8 hours, and why it took so long, or what was going on during those 8 hours.
Yeah,
Was she asleep?
Oh,
Uh,
I agree.
I've had problems, but my personal experience tells me that I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that bad. I
mhm.
really don't.
I mean, and like I said before, it once it's explained, it may make more sense to us at that point. Um, but yeah, that's probably like my number one thing that I want to know. Other, because we're never going to know a motive. The motive would be the number one, but we're never going to know the reason why. Uh, so I think that 8 hours is probably my number one thing.
Yeah, it's sort of. It is still with me, but I actually have a personal experience. I can sort of get my head around it.
Right. Yeah, because Avery was up here one night and she was explaining something that happened in her house. And I'm not going to go into detail about it, but it was kind of like, something happened with a family member, and um, she didn't realize what had really happened until the next morning. Hey Avery, how are you? So yeah, I mean, I can, to a point, I can see it, something like that happening. We've heard personal experiences from other people, the frozen shock phase and stuff like that. So I think that's my number one thing that I want to hear in this trial is what happened, why the 8 hours, and then maybe it would make sense to us.
I'll have to agree to disagree. There's no excuse for it, especially when it came out that seemingly DM and BF were texting when the murders were happening, when the scuddles were happening. So, as a mother myself, there's no excuse for that delay. I'm
For
sorry,
me, there
but
is.
that's how I feel.
You don't want to believe the worst. When something horrible happens, you don't want to believe it. I knew my mate was dead, and I did not want to
Yeah.
believe it.
Right.
I think that's a natural thing for humans. We don't want to believe the worst. When something bad happens, the first thing happens in grief or anything is denial.
I agree.
Yeah,
That is true.
we all due respect, Tony. Obviously, we don't know your situation, but this situation was 4 homicides, and DM heard 3 noises, and a quadruple murder wasn't one of them. I don't think
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know your situation, but
No, it's a
that's just
completely different thing.
I
I
think.
agree. It's a completely
I'm
different
sorry.
experience, but I do sort of see how people can freeze. Even when you know what the hell's going on, you just don't want to accept it. I
Yeah.
didn't.
But how can you freeze when you're texting during it?
Oh,
I
see,
was
that's another thing though that I want to hear about, because the way they put it in the PCA, that's what it makes it sound like, that Dylan and Bethany were texting each other during this time also.
Exactly.
Either
So,
they were texting each other or they were texting someone, or something was going on with their phones, in order to get a download off their phone. And the police believe that this happened between 4 and 4:25. So
and
that's going
another
to be
thing that's
another
getting
thing.
me, another thing that's kind of hang me in my head is there was meant to have been a party the night before with 150 people there, but they only found so little DNA. And I hope that they've ran the other 3 DNAs the way they ran BK's DNA through trash DNA, because I think they 3 full DNAs were full DNAs. And I'll say for the start, and I've said for the get go,
Hold
I
on just
think
a
he's been
second,
set
y'all.
up and he's been framed. And I'm not going to apologise for how I feel.
no,
You
that's
think
No,
fine.
Brian
no.
is being set up and he's being framed?
I mean,
There's
the
there's too
DNA is
much.
the
Wait,
thing that's easy to plant.
Okay, but
why
wait,
go
hold on.
pro? What?
Devil don't. Everybody here is entitled to their own opinion, so you
Absolutely.
don't have to apologize for having a different opinion from someone else. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, everybody's, whether we agree or disagree or whatever, everybody's opinions are welcome here.
Exactly.
I
I
just
followed a
don't want to
case
sound
for 20
disrespectful.
years. I followed a case for 20 years, and they found out later that the shotgun shells had been planted in his garden. So anything's possible.
Yeah, it is.
I know. And I mean, I suppose maybe because I love learning about American law, and Scottish law is just so different. And touch DNA and like circumstantial evidence, you wouldn't be sitting in a cell with that. And if they had their eyes on him in November, but then they followed him to cross country to see him put his own trash in a bag, but yet they only collect his dad's DNA. It doesn't make sense.
That's the only one they could get out of that bag because he had bagged his own stuff up and didn't put it in there with it.
So what if they were surveilling him, Lady V? If they were surveilling him, they would have seen where he put his DNA and where he put his dad's DNA, and seemingly they busted in and caught him putting the DNA in his own bag. So why not take that bag? Why take Daddy Co's bag? A
We
trash.
don't know what he did with that bag that he separated. He separated his stuff from everybody else's and he put theirs
Mm-hmm.
in that trash next door. We never found out what
Mm-hmm.
happened to his trash.
Why not just get him in Pullman in Scotland? Somebody would you'd go through the door and you drag them down the cop shop and you would take their DNA full stop. You wouldn't just wait to follow him cross country on a wee trip, then just to bust in his dad's DNA. Why not do it when he was in Pullman?
No, I understand what you're saying. I agree. They should have picked up something from Pullman. A cup, something he threw away, something, I agree. I totally
Yeah,
agree.
that was
Sorry.
I've wondered that too, why they didn't get his DNA from Pullman.
Yeah.
I've just got so many questions and I'm so frustrated, and it's the families and the victims, and it's not just 4 families that are suffering, it's 5 families that are suffering because BK's family's suffering as well.
That is true.
Absolutely.
It is true. And Devil Doll, you are not the only one with a bunch of questions, because I have still to this day,
Oh,
after
so
over a
many.
year, I have so many questions.
So many questions.
There's no adding up. Then with the frats and the sororities and the code of silence and mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that's why I just need a trial date, y'all.
Why was it? Why was the trial date? I'm a student. Something I just kind of like discovered, like maybe like when you'd said that it's set for 2024.
Well, yeah, that's what the state is wanting right now, is summer of 2024.
So that's
So
the state. That's the PF.
that's the what?
That's the prosecution that want that in 2024.
Yeah, they're wanting it sometime in June, July, or August of 2024. And because that's our summer months over here, and the college students, like they won't be having classes during the summer. I'm sure there'll be some that'll have classes, but the high school that's right there close to the courthouse will be out for those 3 months, and they're claiming that it's going to last about 6 weeks. So I'm looking probably to start like the second week of June, go through all
So
throughout
the
June, possibly in later on into July.
So it's the same reason why they want to tear down the house in 2 days' time is because it's the holidays. So what the PF want, the PF are getting, and what's the DF? I'm confused. Heat fucked. Sorry.
No, you're good. And yeah, and more than likely that's the reason why they're wanting to tear the house down on the 28th. It's because the students, like all of our schools here in the States, they let them out usually 2 weeks for Christmas holidays. So they'll get a week off for Christmas, and then they get the week off for
Mm-hmm.
New Year's. So more than likely, that's why they're wanting to tear the house down. Is because the students are away from campus. They're with their families. They're not going to be in the neighborhood and all that. So they, I guess in their minds, think that it's better to do it, which I understand why they're wanting to do it on that date, because there's no one going to be in the neighborhood. I just think that it's a bad idea to tear it down when we don't even have a trial date set.
Bingo. Bingo. You hit it in the head, Scarlett. It's just why you want to tear it down when there's not even been a trial. Well, there you go. They've kept it up for a year. So they're saying the trial dates June, you're saying 2024. So what's another 6 months, 7 months to keep that house up?
Yeah, that's what I'm
What if
saying.
they need to go back in for evidence?
Let's just say if it starts in June, that's 6 months from now. If it goes 6 weeks, that'll be into the last, like, third week in July, and then they still would have enough time to tear it down in the summer months before the students come back to class.
Exactly. So that's why it's sounding more sus to me. There's reasons behind this, and this goes higher up, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they should for sure leave it up. I'm
Mm.
just, and you know what? They may go to trial, and there may not be nothing else that they need out of that house. There may not be no measurements, no point of views, or anything like that. But like the Gonzalez family said, it's best to have the house and not need it than to need the house and not have it. And I just think that it would be
Yep.
safe to
I agree
have
with him
it
fully.
and not need it. And they need to leave it standing. But we'll see come
Well,
7 a.m. on the 28th what's going to happen, because y'all
yeah.
can best believe there's going to be all sorts of media sitting out on that little cul-de-sac watching it happen.
And the media, why is there the restrictions? It's the zones, the drones, sorry, are not allowed to fly above the house. Why is that? What's that all about?
Say that again.
Sorry. See, they've kind of put certain restrictions on when media can be and when media can stone.
Yeah,
Why
there's
no drones? Why no drones above the house when the house is getting torn down bit by bit? Why no drones above?
uh let me see if it said that. I know that it said that there couldn't be any drones launched from the college property. Hold on, let me go to the document and pull it back up so I can see
Thank you.
exactly what it says. No problem. And Woods, to your comment about
Yeah, I'm Scottish. I can't spell your name, but I'm a Scottish lass.
Yeah, the answer was yes. I'll translate.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome, darling.
Okay, let's see. Oh wait, this ain't it. And Woods, what I was going to say to your comment about when DM is done crying on the stand, what's everyone going to say? It's going to be gross. No matter what Dylan or Bethany does, there's always going to be people out there that's going to say bad things about them. Like they've been doing it from the jump. Oh, where is?
I think people just want the truth. No, nothing bad. They've got a right to go on with their life, and I'm no saying they've no experience, a traumatic experience, but things just aren't adding up, and we just want the truth for the five families involved.
Okay, let me see real quick what it says about the drones. And I know that it was. This is. Hold on, it may take me a second to find it. University for the demolition of its increase. Was it not said in here? Okay, so I know that it was said somewhere. Because they're talking about, well, what the University of Idaho put out was that the King Road will be blocked off to traffic and on-street parking suspended during the demolition and debris removal. Lot 45 is available for media parking. Overnight parking is not allowed in this lot. Media will have access to view the demolition at the cul-de-sac at the south end of King Road. There is a clear vantage point. Okay, drones cannot be launched from university property, but it doesn't say that they can't be flown over the house when it's being torn down, just that they cannot be launched from the university property.
So does that mean they still can? Does that mean that they can fly overhead when it's getting demolished?
I mean, yeah, because it doesn't say that they can't.
Right,
It
that's
don't
good.
say they can't use drones at all. They just can't launch them. Okay, because where that lot 45 is that they're going to allow the media to park is on the college campus. So they're saying that they can't launch their drones from there.
Right,
Now,
okay, thanks for that. Thanks.
where they're going to let them stage at is right there in front of the house where Kaylee's ex-boyfriend Jack Decor lived at, in that little house there.
And that we cul-de-sac?
Yes.
Yeah,
So they're gonna let them stage there with their cameras and all this and that. More than likely, they can probably launch the drones from that area, or maybe somewhere off of Taylor Avenue. They could probably do it as long as they're not on the college campus.
Well, all I can say is let's hope this petition that Rev put out it kind of works this time, but I don't know. But I certainly know I watched a I don't know if it was on Long Crime or whatever, but I know that Steve, his lawyer's name, my head's away. He's got a lot more to say, and he can't say he's under the gag order, and he's got a lot to say. And I think when this is Byway, I think hell's going to break loose.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen. Somebody was asking about media helicopters. I haven't seen anything about media helicopters either. But
Mhm.
more than likely, there may be one or two in the air, if any. I think mostly they're going to be on the ground for sure. News Nation is going to be there. More than likely, Brian Inton will be
Yep.
there for News Nation. I'm sure Court TV, Law and Crime, like all these different ones that we follow
Mhm.
on YouTube and Twitter and all this and that will probably be there along with their local uh, news stations throughout Idaho. East Idaho News will probably be there. No telling how many YouTubers and people like that also. American
Is
Princess, I'm
that
doing good.
that guy eating for um
Nate Eaton.
Nate Eaton? Aye,
Yeah,
aye, he'll probably be there. Aye, and I like Brian Eaton. He's good. He's a good reporter.
yep.
Yeah, yeah, we know we like him. All the girls like Brian.
I started following.
Silver Fox, Silver Fox.
I started following Nate Eaton during the Lori Vallow case, and then Brian Eaton. I started following him during the Gabby Petito case. So they're both pretty cool dudes as far as whenever it comes to the news and stuff like that. So
what about that guy JD on News Network? News Nation.
Oh,
JD, the guy. The JD.
no,
His head's about twice the size of his shoulders. I can't remember his last name.
I've got a wee,
I don't
I've got
know.
a wee, I've got
He
a thing
was
for
covering
Vinny.
JB Brunner.
Oh,
JB
JB.
JB Gunner. He's Scottish
Bruno.
through and through. No, it's JB Gunner.
No, he's talking about JB Buno. He's with WFLA
All right, I don't
in
know him.
Florida.
All right, no. Right, sorry,
Yeah,
my bad.
JB
Yeah.
Gunner's gross.
Now, JB Buno will probably have someone on the ground also that they can get news feed from, and will probably be streaming it if they can. And I started following JB Buno during the Brian Laundrie crap that was going on down in Florida.
When they had the Gabby Petito thing,
That
Brian
was 2021.
Yeah, Brian Eaton had his own tent on the neighbor's property.
Yeah, they let him camp at the neighbor's yard.
They let him go to the bathroom once, and they never let him go again.
Yep, they let him stay out in their front yard for the longest, and
Yeah.
he would be out there hollering at the parents, asking them questions, and make sure that he put out every night what was going on or what he learned or heard or whatever. And so that's when I started following him, is when all the Brian Laundrie stuff was going on in the Gabby case.
Well, he must have done something pretty bad to not be able to go potty in their house again.
He did something pretty bad, all right. Apparently, the other neighbors wanted $500 a dump, but he wouldn't pay it.
I was just kidding. You know that movie Dumb and Dumber, where they the one guy puts all these laxatives in the dude's hot chocolate, and then the blonde goes over for his date, and they tell him, the toilet's broken right as they come in, and then the next thing you know, he's sitting on the toilet just for some reason I envision that every time somebody says he could only go there one time, and they wouldn't let him go back.
All right, y'all. I've been on here for 2 hours. I've got to get out of here early tonight. Yeah, I've got to get up in the morning early. I've got somewhere I've got to be, and this is the only day I could get it scheduled for. So I have no choice. I have to get up.
Oh, we appreciate you.
Yes, we do very much.
I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me on Christmas night.
Oh, it's fun.
I just
But I
want to
will.
kind of thank everybody for making me feel welcome, and
Sure.
Scarlett for giving me a chance to come up in your panel after so long of plucking up the courage to actually go on panel. So I want to thank everybody in chat, everybody on panel, and I thank you, and I hope you have a good, well, I hope you've had a good Christmas, and I'll see you in a tween New Year, surely, yeah?
Oh
When you're
yes,
Yeah.
back
we
on,
will.
Scarlett.
For you.
Yeah, I'll be back Tuesday nights. And like I forgot, I think it was Musical that had asked me earlier about doing a people's favorite cases of 2023 live stream. And so if
Mm.
nothing comes out tomorrow on any of the cases that we've been following, Idaho 4, Brian
Mm-hmm.
Kohlberger, Nicole Baldwin, Katie Ferguson, if nothing comes out on any of those, then yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably what we'll do is just do like a favorite cases of 2023 and just, kind of go back over
That
what
sounds
we've learned.
yeah.
Michelle, or not
I,
Michelle, Summer, I
sounds
love you too,
cool,
honey.
sounds cool.
So
I
that's
bet
what.
we
Good night,
Oh,
forgot
everybody.
there's
more than
Summer.
really.
Hi, Summer.
Hey, Summer.
Hey, I just wanted to remind everybody to say happy birthday to KK since she finally made it
Yes.
in here.
Yes,
Hey,
KK.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey, KK, I have a present for you. You have to go into a private room, drop your pants, bend over. I come and give it to you.
What the hell?
Really?
Tony.
And Tony, I love your long
That's
hair.
a joke. That's a joke. I'm so sorry. The birthday joke.
Kind of inappropriate.
And I know that Betty Jo's grandbaby was wanting to sing happy birthday to KK. I'm pretty sure she's probably asleep now. But KK,
She did
Scott.
actually on the live
Son, I
last
got
night
it.
on mine, so I have it. I can send it to you.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's
That
see
was-
the girl with the red hat? Where's she tonight?
Wait, say that again?
See the girl with see the girl that wears the red hat? She's got black hair and she's usually on panel.
Oh,
It's
you're
no
talking about
Kelly
Betty
P.
Jo?
Yes.
Betty
No
Jo.
Betty Joe. No Betty
Yeah.
Joe. No Kelly P. So
Kelly's
who's the
got
other lass that usually comes
Kelly
up?
has her daughters over with her tonight, so she's spending time with them because they haven't been home. One of them's in the Air Force or the Navy, I'm sorry. And so she hasn't
That's
seen
no
them for a
Ke-
while, so she's with them tonight.
I hope she's enjoying herself, but it's no Kelly P because I know Kelly P. I know Betty Joe because she's got the fuck you, and it's the lassie, the young lassie that's getting.
Wait, what did she say?
She
She's
said
got
I
the-
know Betty Jo's because she's got the fuck you.
It's the. Does she work in a hospital? Sometimes she dodges in. She kind of like comes in when she's on work.
Oh, you're talking about not Betty Joe, but
Can one of the mods go and delete my comment where I just put Avery's name because I hit the send button
Mods.
too quickly?
It's not Avery. It's.
you're talking about
I'm
Sally
trying to
Mae.
think her name. Oh,
Is it Sally Mae?
Yeah.
is it Sally Mae? Is it
Yes.
Sally Mae? Aye, definitely. Aye, she comes in when she's at work and all that and tries to kind of skive off her work.
Oh, she's talking about JC.
JC.
Stacy.
Yeah, JC.
JC, aye, JC. Oh, I'm so sorry, JC. I forgot your name. Aye, I like JC. And Sally Mae, I like you all. But thank you anyway for accepting me into your community. And I hope you all
Okay, I
had a
don't know
good
what is
crimble.
up.
It's our pleasure, and the more that you come up and talk, the more we'll understand you.
Yeah, well,
Okay, I was able to
I
delete
hope
it
I'm not too much for you because I can talk quite quick and I'm a bit hyper.
then. No, you're fine. And like I told you,
I'm very hyper.
like I told you before, the more that you come up on panel, the more you'll get used to it.
And the more we will.
Thanks so much. I
Right.
appreciate that. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate it, Lady V.
Yeah, the more they'll get your accent, it's all good.
And the more I watch your hair grow, Tony.
Yeah, you're a lucky
I
lady.
watch your hair grow.
I like long hair. My ex had long hair. He was a goth. He had long hair down to his bum, basically. So I like a man with long hair, so wink, wink.
Yeah, I'm Braveheart.
Wait, did she just say wink, wink to Tony?
Yeah.
Aye.
That's American for come and get it, big boy.
Oh my god.
I love
Us
connect.
Scottish just do it how it is.
I understood the wink, wink part.
Yeah, she likes a man with long hair.
I said, yeah, wink, wink.
Yeah, I hear you, darling. I hear you.
Oh, I know you do.
You say wink, wink, but he was saying woof, woof in the chat, trying to get you to come over.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
love
come out where?
Oh,
Where were
just
you
like
going?
Prime Channel.
you went into my live the other night and he wasn't there.
When? I don't think I heard you in your life.
Yeah, I thought you were in there when they all came over from here the other night. I don't know, maybe it was last week.
I think she
All
went over
right,
there
cool.
one night, I believe.
Yeah.
Right, maybe I did. I don't know. My head's up my ass.
Look, it's soft, very luxurious. I've changed my conditioner.
Oh my god.
What you using,
Oh my
LB?
God.
You guys.
Okay, put the dogs back on.
Pantene Plus.
Wink, wink, wink. How you doing?
Musical, you can never have too much eggnog. Okay.
I need that recipe though, Scarlett,
What recipe?
for the Twinkie.
Dude,
the
the
Twinkie.
I don't know what to call it,
Cheesecake.
but y'all, it was, oh my god, because I couldn't figure out how to like situate the Twinkies, so I just sliced them up in little slices, and I did 5 sliced up as my bottom layer. I did the eggnog cheesecake on top of them, and then took the strawberry stuff that comes in the cheesecake box, spread it out on top of it, and then it did a second layer of the Twinkies, the eggnog cheesecake, and the strawberries, or you can use cherries, whatever type of topping you want. Yeah, it was, oh my god, so good. But it's 2 boxes of cheesecake.
I don't care.
It is.
Cheesecake is awesome.
Oh.
Well, if you make it.
Oh no, cheesecake's my fave.
But try it with eggnog instead of milk. It is
Okay.
Oh my god, it is so good, y'all. And when I went to get my son out some today, I was like, dude, we can't use, like, he was like, well, I'll take a slice of it. That's like, there's no slicing this. You got to have like a big ass spoon to get it out of the bowl, because I had to do it in a plastic bowl. But
Avery, you're not the only one. Sorry, Scarlett.
No, you're good. I ate too many
You're not the only one. Everybody in your house is suffering, not you.
KK, I'll send you the recipe.
No,
I want the recipe,
you gotta
you
send
know.
it to me.
Well,
I want it.
I'll post it in my Discord. That
That
way, y'all can all have it. It is. I just don't know what to call it. I don't know if I should call it like a cheesecake Twinkie, or a Twinkie cheesecake, or what. I got to come up with a name. You're welcome, KK. I got to come up with a name with it.
Twinkle cake.
I'll think of something.
We'll can put our heads together and think of
I come up with
something,
nicknames for everybody. Surely I can come up with a name for a dessert.
Surely. I'm not good at it, so.
Wink, wink, Tony. Wink, wink.
Well, Scarlett, I'm going to go ahead and jump down so you can start saying your goodbyes.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming up, Lady V.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Love you all.
Same to you.
Merry Christmas.
Ditto to everybody. And especially Tony, how you doing, boy? How you doing?
You get your chance. You look 20% like your picture. You got a good chance.
Y'all need to exchange phone numbers.
Oh, I'm a mere chance. Don't get me excited.
Oh Lord, y'all need to go to Vapor's channel for that.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll keep it PG for the now. We'll keep it PG.
Gigi, Merry Christmas to you and your husband.
Anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Same to you.
Same to everybody
Good night,
else, and
guys.
ditto. And drop me Scarlet, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. If no tomorrow, it'll be the next day. But I'm on when you're on.
Okay, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow
Right.
night, which will
Right,
be
right. Bye,
our
everybody.
Tuesday night. All right, have
See
a
you
good
later,
day.
Double
Right,
Doll.
okay. Bye, bye. Love you all. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Catch you
All right.
after.
All right, Scarlett, I'm going to jump down, and thanks for coming on tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming up and hanging out with us.
Yeah, sure, anytime.
I will I'll send you the recipe, and then when I should be back tomorrow afternoon, and I'll try to help you with the Discord thing.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem.
All right, everybody have a good night.
All
Be
right,
safe.
you too.
Bye.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I would stay longer tonight, but like I said, I've got to get up in the morning. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us on Christmas night. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I will try to come up with something that we can do New Year's Eve night into New Year's morning. I don't know what yet, but I'll come up with something. But I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Musical, you have a wonderful day. And I will talk to y'all later.